Far beyond the golden dunes and under a sun that blazed like molten fire, there lived a boy named Aladdin. He was no prince, no nobleman, just a poor boy with a heart full of dreams. Life in the bustling marketplace was his daily adventure, where he marveled at shimmering silks, fragrant spices, and treasures he could never afford. His mother, a widow, worked tirelessly to feed them, but Aladdin often longed for more, a life beyond the dusty streets. One fateful afternoon, while wandering through the lively bazaar, Aladdin bumped into a tall, mysterious man draped in elegant robes. His eyes gleamed like polished obsidian, and his voice was like silk. "You, boy, there is something special about you," the man said with a warm smile. Aladdin, intrigued, listened as the man spun tales of distant lands, lost treasures, and forbidden magic. For the first time, someone looked at him not as a poor street urchin, but as someone worthy of an adventure. He had no idea that this kind man was in fact a ruthless sorcerer who needed Aladdin for his own dark desires. That night, Aladdin told his mother about his new friend, his eyes shining with excitement. But his mother frowned. "Be careful, my son," she warned, stirring a pot of thin soup. "Not all who smile are kind. Some wear masks." Aladdin, eager for adventure, ignored her worries. The next evening, under a sky painted with fire and gold, the man led Aladdin beyond the city gates. The air grew colder, and a strange silence hung over them. Soon, they reached a massive rock, jagged and ancient, with a door hidden within its depths. "Behind this door lies something very precious," the man said, his voice dripping with false kindness. "A simple lamp. It was stolen from me long ago, and only a boy like you can retrieve it." A flicker of doubt stirred in Aladdin's heart. Why only him? But before he could question, the man murmured an incantation, and with a deep, groaning sound, the rock split open, revealing a dark, spiraling stairway leading down into the earth. "Go now, and remember," the man said sternly. "Touch nothing but the lamp." Aladdin hesitated. The word tomb had slipped from the man's lips moments earlier, but curiosity burned brighter than fear, and so, with a deep breath, he stepped into the darkness. The descent was long, the air thick with mystery. Then, suddenly, "Light!" Aladdin gasped. Before him stretched a cavern unlike anything he had ever seen. Mountains of gold, rivers of silver, glittering jewels spilling across the floor. Wealth beyond imagination. His heart pounded. He had spent his life dreaming of riches, and here they lay, his for the taking. But his mother's voice whispered in his mind, "Be careful." Resisting the urge to grab a handful of gold, Aladdin pushed forward, his eyes finally landing on a simple golden lamp resting on a stone pedestal. It seemed unimpressive. Could this really be the treasure the man wanted? Just as he reached for it, something else caught his eye. A golden ring inlaid with sapphires and rubies. Surely taking one tiny ring wouldn't matter. The moment he slipped it onto his finger, the ground trembled. The walls shook. A deep rumbling echoed through the cavern. "Throw me the lamp, now!" the man's voice boomed from above. Aladdin dashed to the cave entrance, dust and rock raining down around him. The door was closing fast. "Pull me up first!" Aladdin cried, fear gripping his chest. The man's face twisted with greed. "Foolish boy, give me the lamp or be buried alive!" Realization dawned too late. This man had never meant to help him. He had used him. Desperate, Aladdin clutched the lamp tightly. If he was going to die, the wizard wouldn't get his treasure. Rage flickered in the man's eyes. With a furious cry, he slammed the door shut, sealing Aladdin inside. Darkness swallowed him whole. For hours, Aladdin pounded on the stone walls, his voice hoarse from screaming. But no one came. He sank to the floor, exhaustion weighing heavy on his limbs. His fingers absently traced the surface of the lamp. "What's so special about you?" he muttered. With a sigh, he rubbed away the dust. A roar of wind burst forth, light blinding him. Blue smoke swirled around him, forming into a towering figure, a colossal being with eyes like fire and a voice that shook the earth. "I am the genie of the lamp," it bellowed. "You have freed me. I am yours to command." Aladdin stared, speechless. Was he dreaming? The genie's expression softened. "Do not be afraid, young master. Tell me your wish." Heart pounding, Aladdin found his voice. "Take me home," he whispered. In a blink, the cavern vanished, and he found himself standing in his mother's tiny kitchen. Jewels and golden coins spilled around him. His mother gasped, then wept with joy as Aladdin embraced her. "We'll never go hungry again, Mother," he promised. With the genie's magic, Aladdin's life transformed. No longer a beggar, he wore robes of silk, dined on the finest foods, and lived in a palace shimmering with gold. Yet, despite his newfound wealth, his heart longed for one thing more: love. The Sultan's daughter, Princess Jasmine, was known throughout the kingdom for her beauty and kindness. From the moment Aladdin laid eyes on her, his heart belonged to her. With the genie's help, he arrived at the Sultan's court, bearing gifts of dazzling treasures. The Sultan, awestruck by Aladdin's wealth and charm, blessed the union, and soon the poor street boy became a prince. But happiness would not last forever. Far away, the evil sorcerer had not forgotten Aladdin. Consumed by vengeance, he devised a wicked plan. Disguised as an old merchant, he arrived at the palace gates. "New lamps for old. Trade your dusty, useless lamps for a brand new one," he called. Hearing this, the kind-hearted princess, unaware of the lamp's power, traded it away. The moment the sorcerer clutched the lamp, he rubbed it furiously. The genie appeared once more. "Take me, this palace, and the princess to the ends of the earth," the sorcerer commanded. In the blink of an eye, everything vanished. Aladdin returned home to find nothing but empty ground. His heart shattered. Desperate, he remembered the ring he had taken from the cave. With trembling hands, he rubbed it. A smaller genie appeared. "Take me to my princess," Aladdin pleaded. In an instant, he found himself face to face with the sorcerer. The villain sneered. "Back for more, boy." But Aladdin had learned cunning. In a flash, he lunged, snatching the lamp from the sorcerer's grasp. "Genie," he cried, "banish this man to the depths of darkness forever." With a scream, the sorcerer vanished, never to be seen again. Aladdin and his princess embraced. Their love had conquered greed, evil, and even fate itself. And so the boy who once roamed the streets became a wise and just ruler, never forgetting the lessons he had learned. And from that day on, his story became a legend, the tale of Aladdin and his magic lamp. If you like this story, please subscribe to our channel for more interesting stories. Thank you.